right, guys, dumbbell kickbacks. This is an exercise that I think is sometimes underrated, and sometimes I think that's because when the execution isn't done right, you don't get a great stimulus. So let's talk about getting that execution right. What we're doing in a kickback is we're bringing the shoulder into extension, right? And then we're extending the elbow. So when the dumbbell is directly down from the elbow, there's essentially not much load, like little to no load going on there, right? The work is being done primarily right there at the finish position when we're fully shortened and locked out. So by definition, we're gonna get very little load in that mid-range position of the tricep extension and all the load in that fully shortened or toughest, hardest position of the tricep contraction, right? So I think just understanding that in the kickback, you're getting a big change in resistance profile in the exercise, and it's not a very strong position, okay? So what I'm getting at here is go lighter than you think, and you may find you get a lot more out of your dumbbell kickbacks, okay? First thing is gonna be, can you maintain your shoulder position? The triceps run up in here and connect through that front, or that rear delt. So when your shoulder starts getting lazy, right, and starts dipping forward, you're not gonna be able to get the engagement out of the triceps that you want. Versus getting that thing rotated back and in true extension, now suddenly you're gonna get this lightning work contraction in the tricep with very little, and even right now with no weight, okay? With a single arm, it would look like this. The key is gonna be owning that finish and going light enough so that you can, right? If it's so heavy that it looks like this, oof, and you're barely getting to lockout, yeah, you're not gonna get shit out of that kickback. It needs to be controlled, and you need to own that shortened, finished position, okay? And make sure the shoulder's not compensating as you do it. Two at once would look like this. I wanna think about shoulder blade retraction and shoulder extension. And then as much as I can, I wanna keep my torso upright. But if I don't have good shoulder mobility, and that means my arms are down here, then I'm gonna go ahead and bend over as much as I need so that my upper arm is parallel to the ground. Okay, so upper arm parallel to the ground, shoulders back, keep those shoulders fixed, and then extend at the same time, making sure that we own that locked out position on every rep, okay? If you find that you're swaying and you're struggling big time, if you have an incline bench available, I really like the chest supported option. Find the angle that suits your shoulder mobility, lean into that bench, and now we've got added stability and added reference point and can keep us in a much better position to get the tricep output and stimulus that we want. So that's gonna be your dumbbell kickback. Add those little tweaks and hopefully get more than you ever have out of a dumbbell kickback.